Hello, Scorpio, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So it's October 1st, and I'm actually getting your readings out on time. I'm so excited. Look at me being responsible and all my shit. All right, guys. So let's see what is going on for the sign of Scorpio. So I just did your mid-month not too long ago, and it's getting better. Getting really, really better. So I like to see the shift in, the shift in what you guys are going through. So let's see if we're still on the right track, guys, okay? What is going on for the sign of Scorpio? Past, present, future. What is going on with the sign of Scorpio? All right, guys, let's see. All right, so let's see how this pans out. So the energy that you guys have is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, there was a situation here that was unbalanced. Something where maybe you were putting in more effort or the other person was putting in more effort. Maybe this was a job that you didn't feel appreciated in, but you let that go. Okay, so this is dropped. This is something that you're giving up on with the Nine of Wands in the reverse. With the Death card in the reverse, you may still be emotionally invested in whatever this is, but you're moving forward. You're moving forward with speed, and with the Hierophant here, hey, the universe is on your side, guys. This is something that is transpiring very beautifully. And bam, we have the Star card behind that. So whatever it was, your deepest wish that you're really, really hoping for, that's coming in. Check this out. You guys are building stability, okay? So it seems we're still on track. Let's get into the actual reading, okay, and see what's happening. And let me back y'all up a little bit. All right. So let's get into the past. So the first card that we have for the past is the Fool card in the reverse. You guys are looking at a situation and you're telling yourselves, you know what, this is not a good way to go. This is probably not the best way to move forward, okay? And it may have been hard rejecting a certain option or a certain way that you could have taken, but you're still, you're pushing, you're being resilient, and you're getting through a situation that may not have been the best for you. And avoiding problems. When the Fool card is in the reverse, it's saying that if you do decide to ignore, that warning feeling that your gut is giving you, then it's going to lead to problems, because this is something that you shouldn't really be moving forward with. With the Death card in the reverse, again, there's something you choose not to do, but it doesn't mean that you're not emotionally invested in it. All right? For some of you, you could have been dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. For some of you, possibly a Leo, but there could have been some sort of fallout here. Now, the next card that you guys have for your past is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's definitely a loss that you're feeling here. Could be with money. It could be with abundance all around. But this is bringing you to happiness. There's something that you had to drop, some sort of dead weight that you had to drop, something that wasn't working out. And it's leading to happiness, whether you see, whether you saw it at first or not. With the Page of Cups in the reverse, yeah, someone's getting cut off. There's messages that either, that maybe that you're waiting on, that they weren't coming in, or messages of love that you kind of stopped giving to someone. You stopped being emotionally invested in a sense. You could have been taking on the energy of this Knight of Swords and kind of just having that tunnel vision where it's like, I know what I want as an end goal, and there's going to be nothing to distract me on my path to get there. Okay, this is just intense focus, cutting out anything that's negative, cutting out anything that's not going to work, dropping someone that may not be the best for you. And you may not feel strongly about this, but there could have been, definitely an injustice around this. Again, this fire energy keeps popping up, and you are finding balance, by moving forward, even if it was something conflicting, even if there were secrets that came out here, you guys are avoiding it, okay? You guys are avoiding the shit that came with the past, the unconventionality in a sense that came with the past, with the King of Swords in the reverse, okay? You could have been dealing with some crazy shit. The last card we have here for your past is the Page of Swords in the reverse. So the Page of Swords in the reverse, this is conflict, okay? This could have been you guys being very, very direct with someone being very direct with you. But the Page of Swords in the reverse, he's a bit of an asshole. Okay, so either you guys got pushed to a certain point where you kind of just went off on somebody, or maybe you had a harsh exchange of words with somebody. But this is just shit that you guys had to do and say in order to get things off your chest, in order to move on. It was like, these are like your last words towards whatever situation this was. You gave them a piece of your mind. You did not hold back. You threw in, you know, a few petty comments, and you kept it moving. It's something that made you feel better, in a sense. Yep, tunnel vision, cutting out whatever tyrannical bullshit was happening here. For a lot of you, there's a shitload of air energy here. So maybe some of you were dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But yeah, you're moving forward from the situation. Maybe it was tense, but you're moving forward, and in the present moment, you're sure that you made the right decision. You made the decision, you're taking the blindfold off, and it's like, nope, I'm out. Yeah, leaving it behind, guys. You're sure that that's something that you're leaving behind. All right, you might feel unstable within yourself, but guess what? Change is uncomfortable. You want something beautiful to come into your life, get used to discomfort, okay, guys? And you work like hell until you make that space comfortable for you. All right? There's something that you're giving up on. Again, balance is coming in. The next card you have is the Six of Wands. This is a victory. Whether you feel it's a victory or not, it is a victory. This may have been hard to let go, but you let go. You let go of something that was dead weight. And guys, you know, when you have something in your life, whether it be a person, a toxic person, a toxic friend, you know, a toxic lover, a toxic work environment, whatever it is, you have to be so careful to, you know, protect yourself and protect the energy around you. Because when you have one bad thing in your life, something that's really, really heavy on you, it's like poison, and it seeps through your entire life. And you might sit there and think, well, this is with work, so this is only going to affect me with work. Or, you know, this is just an asshole that I'm dealing with, and it's only going to affect me when I talk to this asshole. No, it's going to affect every aspect of your life. When you have someone bring you down, let's say, just for some of you, if this is a relationship you're letting go, if you have that one negative person that's constantly bringing you down, guess what? You're not going to perform as well at work. You're not going to perform as well, you know, at charity events or anything that it is that you have to do outside of your personal life. You may have problems with your family. Guys, it seeps into every part of your life. So you can't let snakes in your garden, okay? You can't. You want this to grow, you got to make sure everything stays out. Now, sometimes snakes are good for the garden, okay? But you guys know where I'm going with this. So, yeah, it's a victory. It's a victory here. Whether you feel it or not, it's a victory. Two of Wands. Now, because you dropped this bullshit, the world is in front of you. You have the opportunity to look ahead and say, which path is it that I want to take now? Because I have that choice. I have that option. All right? I have the option now to find balance. Okay? If there's any sort of manipulation here, your back is turned. All right? They're trying to manipulate, but they can't. You're not even looking that way no more. Something good is coming in, guys. All right? So there may be an opportunity or a person or something that you're waiting on, but it is coming back into you. It's in the far distance. All right? So I see you guys really moving towards stability here. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Beautiful. The swords are coming out of your back. The worst is behind you. The worst that could have happened in the situation, no matter how defeated it may have made you feel at a certain time, it's done, guys. The worst is behind you. You're able to get up from the situation and you're able to move forward. You did all the thinking that you had to do, all right? Maybe you're not sure which direction you want to take in life, and that's okay. The most important part is you got yourself out, okay? And again, it could have been this fire sign that was really significant for some of you, but you got out, okay? You got out, and that's the most important part, because this is something that just left you weak and unbalanced, and I don't feel like you guys were completely yourselves while you were dealing with the situation. Now going into the present, in the future, I'm sorry, you have the Seven of Wands, which is great. Although you may not know which path you want to take, you're standing your ground on the fact that this is not something that was working for you in the past. Okay. And, you know, with the Five of Swords, this could always be a card about conflict. Absolutely. Yes. But with the Five of Swords, you know, there's a lot of aspects to this. This guy has gone through a lot of conflict, but look, he's still standing strong. He still has everything that he needs. You know, it might have been a hard battle where there was a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, but he's still alive. He's still resilient. He's still going through. You guys got through whatever, you know, was really conflicting you. And, you know, maybe there's a delay on this new life that you're going to have, or this new start that you're going to have. And maybe there's a sense of limbo and confliction within yourself after having moved away from this. But you're getting through it. Okay? You've gotten through the worst here. The Moon card in the reverse. Everything is on the table at this point. You see shit for what it is. There's clarity. And you're able to move forward. You're able to heal. You're able to avoid any further conflict. Okay? That's great, guys. The next card you have is the Queen of Swords in the reverse, which it's funny because, you know, for you guys, the card that would represent you, or the Queen or King that would represent you, would be the Queen of Cups. I've noticed recently for a lot of Scorpios that I read for, you're always coming up as the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords. Granted, yes, there could be an air sign that some of you are dealing with, but the sword suit is always going to come out after there's been some bullshit that you've been dealing with, okay? And it's like you have this very, I don't want to say harsh, but I want to say this very tough exterior to you, where it's like, I know what the hell I just went through, and this is not something I want to do again. Right now I need to focus. Right now I need to get shit done. And if you get in my way again, if you try to make me regress back into what that was, I will cut the shit out of you. Okay, so this is normal. This is something I've been seeing a lot when I do Scorpio readings for Scorpios. Okay, so I just see this as tunnel vision. You guys cutting out bullshit, guarding yourself against anything that may have, you know, made you struggle in the past, whether it have been a job, lover, person, friend, family member. And here comes the Queen of Cups. All right, so this is you guys really, really feeling good, taking on some of the energy of the Queen of Swords. Maybe for some of you, there's an air sign helping you get through this. But you're guarding yourself. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting your energy. And, you know, you're moving forward. All right? You're really releasing a lot of stuff. So that's really good. And maybe part of you feels unstable, and that's okay. I'm not even worried about the fact that you guys might feel a little off inside. I'm just so happy that finally, you know, that negative energy that's been kind of holding you back for the past few months, you're really letting it go. All right, and letting go at first, sometimes it feels really, really, you know, just off. And sometimes we're terrified by our own silence. Okay, we're terrified by being in a quiet space. But once you get used to that silence, once you get used to the power that you have within yourself, you move forward beautifully. You're realizing here in the future that something that you had invested a lot of time in, something that you may have been waiting for, was a waste of time. Okay, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Something that you just cut off from coming in. Being guarded, knowing what's good for you, knowing what's not good for you. Okay, and it's with that manipulator that you guys had from the past here. You guys are really, really woke this month. And I keep saying that, and people are like, what does woke mean? Okay, so for those that don't know what that means you are literally, you're awake. You see things for what it is, okay? You don't let anyone, you don't become a pushover. You don't let anyone treat you like shit. You see their intention, right? Guys, people will always have ulterior motives against you. Even your best friends, even your mom, your dad, everybody always has an ulterior motive. I'm not saying it's going to be something malicious, but realize that this is a world where people will seek out to be in situations that are going to benefit them. There's nothing wrong with that, but make sure that you're also part of that, and you're also doing things that are going to benefit you at the end of the day. It's okay to help another person out, but just make sure you're not losing anything by helping them. Okay, of course you're going to have to sacrifice your time for some people, but just make sure that it's something that genuinely makes you feel good and makes you a better person at the end of the day. But never be afraid to be selfish and go after what it is that you need. Go after that healing that you need. Go after that stability that you need. Go after that job that you need. All right? If someone's holding you back, cut them out. You only here once, guys. You don't have time to have somebody hold you back from your dreams and aspirations. All right? What is the card of advice for Scorpios? Oop. For the month of October. And guys, this is the Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer that I use every month. All right, let's see what fell here. Full moon, completion. Okay, this is a very, very relevant and beautiful card for you guys. You know, this is talking about the fact that a huge chapter in your life, something that has been difficult, it has now come to a completion. It has come to an end. And what this card really tells you is, don't feel that you have to rush into the next phase right away. You know, there's going to be a part of you that has to recognize what the past has done for you. You know, what has it taught you? If it brought you through a lot of pain, you know, you have to realize that it's setting you up for something beautiful. So right now, this may be a time where you want to sit back and kind of reflect. Think about everything that you've gone through. You know, what have I learned from this? Give it some respect, in a sense. Give it some, what's the word I want to say? It's like you're kind of having a funeral for your past, in a sense. So it's like, sit there and think about, what has this truly taught you? What are bad things that came in that maybe you could have avoided? What was it that you did that attracted certain roadblocks into your life? Because it takes two to tango. So I want to sit here and say, you know, fuck your past and they were terrible to you, like, let's hate them. But the truth is, we always add fuel to the fire. Okay, there's not going to be a situation in our lives that we don't allow. So if it was there, if it was causing you trouble, then, you know, you guys had part in it too. So this is kind of a place for, you know, to reflect, look back, and really realize what you have gone through, the growth that you have gone through, who you are as a person now. Take one last look back and really sum it up. What has your life done since then? Where are you headed now? Kind of look at it. Look at all of it. Write down a letter if you need to. How do you feel now, and what do you expect for yourself in the next 5 years? Okay? Now put it into a box, close it, put it away. And then finally close out this chapter. But make sure you have that time of reflection, because I think that is beautiful that you guys are moving forward. But I think that it's so important that you realize where you've been and how it's helped you, you know, grow as a person, and how it's helped you develop your own character. Where have you been and where are you going? Because this is done. You guys are finally done with this bullshit that you've been dealing with. And I pray and I pray and I pray that you guys stay strong and you stand strong within your decision to move forward. Okay? A completely new chapter in your life is coming in, and I feel it for you guys. I really, really do. Even with the Scorpios I talk to, I feel that shift. I feel that gravitating shift. That's something, you know, I just don't feel that you guys are going to be dealing with the same drama that you have. Okay? I feel that you've learned a lot. So be thankful. Be thankful for whoever it was that taught you these lessons, or whatever job or situation it was that taught you these lessons. It's done. It's over. You can move forward. You have a new life ahead of you. Now, what are you going to do? Because the life, you know, everything is within your reach. It's within your hands. You have choices. You can literally do anything that you want. All right, so I'm really, really happy for you guys. Now, two things I did want to say. As I'm letting everybody know, I will be doing a meet and greet in New York. This will be October 26th and 27th, so at the end of the month. So there are limited tickets, because what I'm doing is each ticket will purchase an hour with me. You know, we just talk, chill, hang out. I'll read your cards. If you guys want to bring up to 2 friends into your session, that's completely fine. If you all want to like divide it up and each get your cards read, and we can just talk, chill, have a good time for that hour. So yes, everything is it is limited. I will be doing it for 2 days, just a 9 to 5 sort of thing. And I'm really, really excited to meet you guys. So for any of you that are in New York, I would love the opportunity to meet you. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. And also, I am offering one-on-one tarot lessons as well. I will leave everything in the description, as well as the link for the ticket purchase. All right? I love you guys so much, and I wish you the absolute best of luck with this. All right? So good luck. You guys got to keep moving forward. Take care.